Standing in front of Gerstner's with the head of a dying race, he was dressed with meticulous care, but how dare he go in there? He tried to act so casual, pausing as if to glance at Gerstner's sparkling window with pasties, chocolate and blancmange. I watched him standing there with a desperate childish greed. His mouth filled with foaming saliva, he resolved to enter there. The air inside was hot, perfumed, oh so sweet, with soft carpets on the floors and velvet curtains on all the doors, and with flickering erotic spark of amused self-mockery, he saw part of a lost paradise while sitting down to tea. He picked up his gilded menu, buttered scone and a pot of tea, and the cost of his frivolous folly would cost him a month's salary. But oh, for the pleasure to gaze at those printed and graceful italics. I watched his sorrowful face as the food turned to dust on his palate. Yeah, that's me looking at my country. Right, going back to 1963 to 1964, and me and Ken are out clubbing. The Three Coins in Leeds and the Mecca. That's the Mecca in the old arcade in Leeds. I think it was the Victoria Arcade. Now, this place was full of beautiful girls. It's funny, but they had a matinee session on a Saturday afternoon, which Pat went to. But I used to go to the evening session. But it's amazing to think that another 3 years and we'd meet up in the Mecca. But the greatest memory I have of the Mecca in Leeds was really down the carpeted stairs to a lounge area where the ladies' powder room was. It wasn't a toilet, it was a powder room. And the gents' toilet was just next door. And there was this vestibule, carpeted vestibule area. And the perfume from these girls was, I can still smell it now. It was beautiful. And there's these huddles of giggling girls going in and out of their powder room with their hands over their mouths, huddling, assassinating some poor sod upstairs. Very powerful, these girls, dancing round their handbags in a circle. To go up to one of these girls and ask them for a dance was to invite a torrent of ridicule upon yourself. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yeah, that was the Mecca in Leeds. And then there was the Three Coins. Sorry, I've mentioned the Three Coins. There was the Little Fat Black Pussycat in Bradford. Now this was a complete opposite. This was a stone vaulted cellar where you could go and listen to live. I listened in there to live blues bands, harmonica playing. I loved blues bands where they played the harmonica. And you could buy Purple Hearts for a bob. Do you remember Purple Hearts? Yeah, well, that was the Little Fat Black Pussycat in Bradford. I think this cellar were under Stonebridge Road. And then there was the Heaven and Hell and the Twisted Wheel in Manchester. And of course the Pasadena in Pudsey. My cousin came across to see my parents one Sunday afternoon. She was beautiful. And I took her to the Pasadena one Sunday night. that Sunday night she came across. And we had a very tender evening in the Pasadena. But we were cousins, and that bird couldn't fly, and it didn't. But the greatest of them all was the Cavern Club in Liverpool. And that is a long story. And that's not for today, that's for tomorrow maybe. But you better buckle up for that one, because it'll have you squirming in your seats. It really will. Okay, see you later.